Okay, welcome back, everyone. I am pleased to present our next Unity Award, the Jim Finkle Industry Award. And the Jim Finkle Industry Award is named after the former chairman of the Wine and Grape Foundation Board, Jim Finkle, who also had a long career with Constellation Brands as the Senior Vice President for External Affairs. He also served as president for the International Federation of Wines and Spirits, also known as FIVS, and as a member of the board of directors for the Wine Institute and Wine America. I overlapped with Jim on the foundation board for about 2 years, and I recall that he introduced me at Viticulture 2013 for my panel about the newly launched one-stop shop at Empire State Development. Sadly, Jim passed away in 2015. He is remembered for the many significant contributions he made to the domestic and international wine and spirits community. He was a community-minded individual who worked tirelessly and passionately for things he believed in. For this reason, we decided to honor his legacy by naming the Industry Award after him. The Industry Award is intentionally broad in scope to recognize outstanding achievements in aspects of the industry not directly covered by the Unity and other awards. This year's winner is Robert Ketchin, our longtime market representative for the Canadian wine market. I first met Robert in the summer of 2018. He was in the Finger Lakes visiting wineries who sold wine in the Canadian market. We connected for a glass of wine at Kindred Fair, and it seems like that place always has a knack for instigating good things for the New York wine industry. Maybe it's Bob Medill, who knows, but we met there. I immediately formed a connection with Robert, and I knew that he was someone I could trust. This might have also been because we're both former rugby union players. I think Robert may have had a longer adult career in rugby union than me, but nonetheless, we bonded on that. Val and I visited Toronto in the fall of 2018 for a USDA export conference. We stayed for an extra day, and Robert really made an impression on us. He secured a meeting with the CEO and top leaders of the LCBO, which is the Liquor Control Board of Ontario. We then visited various LCBO stores in the Greater Toronto market to observe store layouts, customer engagement tactics like in-store tasting bars, and how wine region marketing happens. We finished the day by going to a Wines of Ontario pop-up tasting in a historic mansion in downtown Toronto. Robert impressed upon us that the timing was right to work with the LCBO to establish New York as a category in their stores. Since then, we secured additional funding from USDA and New York State Department of Ag, which Robert used to launch a campaign with the LCBO to begin yearly releases of New York wines through their Vintages program. Due to Robert's efforts, New York wines now have a stronger foothold in the Ontario market, and our reputation is growing. While all this has occurred over the past 3 years, Robert has represented New York wines in Canada for over 20 years. So I applaud him for his patience and tenaciousness. And if you know him well, you know it's hard to say no to Robert. We are going to miss him as this July he concludes his tenure as our market representative in Canada. And like Jim Finkle, his impact on the New York wine industry and wine marketing in Canada will reverberate for many years to come. Robert, congratulations.
Thank you very much. And am I on air?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you, Sam, for the intro. Hello, everyone. Hello, New York wine. Thank you so much for this recognition. It is indeed an honor to receive the Jim Finkle Industry Award and to share it with such amazing people that have been previous recipients, many whom I have met or worked with and have revered as colleagues. So thank you very, very much. It was about 30 years ago when I received the first phone call. That was a reach out from Jim Treesides asking me to help New York wineries access Ontario and Canada to work with the New York Wine and Grape Foundation in getting New York wines to market. So I owe Jim a big thank you. Thank you, Jim. It has been a pleasure working with you, and I really have appreciated this opportunity over these many years. But I do think that the Jim Finkle Award was a bit of a surprise to me, quite honestly. I just thought I was just doing my job as best as I can. So to get an award is kind of a little bit of it was a surprise. Thank you all. However, it led me to think it's more a team award. In this situation, I feel it's not just one person, but an industry export award, if I can say that, for all the hard work and dedication it takes to export and to be on the New York Wine Export Program. Basically, exporting is not easy, whether in Canada or UK or Asia, and the sales outcomes are sometimes short of hopes and expectations. However, it is the effort that it takes that makes us a better team, a better wine region. Over the years, we've been building a brand outside our own sort of persona, a wine region that is recognized globally and is respected by our wine peers around the world. And so our wines, our wine styles continue to expand, excel. Our packaging enhancements have come a long way, thank goodness. And our New York brand messaging continues to be dialed in on who we are. That's important. It's who we are. So if I may, I'd like to share the award and take this opportunity to recognize all New York wineries that have been on the Canada program and thank them for all their hard work, dedication, passion, and most of all for their personal support and friendship. There have been also some amazing New York road warriors. I could name many. If I name one, I'd be then remiss in not naming you all. But the road warriors, you guys have been amazing, guys and gals, because over these past years on the road, you've been working tirelessly for the New York wine industry, not just for your own winery, but for New York wines. And you were truly amazing. So thanks for your passion and your dedication. I'd also like to recognize the New York Wine and Grape Foundation and senior management and their staff, whose unrelenting support and commitment over these years, past and present, has helped us stay the course and lead us boldly forward. And I would be remiss, and I'd like to take this opportunity to mention Susan Spence, with whom I had the pleasure of working alongside for over 20 years. We created some great wine events and New York wine promotions right across Canada. So thank you, Susan. And I know she's retired, but maybe she'll get this somehow. Here we go. Finally, I'd like to recognize the most important factor of any team, and that is the human factor. Yeah, there's humans involved. Over the past 30 years, I've been blessed to work alongside some pretty incredible and wonderful people. Winery owners, winemakers, winery staff, sales reps, New York Wine and Grape Foundation staff, and I must say some truly iconic New York wine pioneers. Legends, if I may say. I've been really privileged to work alongside some amazing people. I've also had the pleasure of working with several family-owned wineries. Some are 3 generations now. I've known all 3 generations, all of whom have welcomed me into their winery and made me feel part of your team. So thank you. I've been very fortunate to have your hospitality and friendship. I'd also like to take this moment to look ahead, however, to the future. And exporting is a team effort, and it's not easy, as I said earlier. No one winery can build a category or a reputation for excellence. It takes incredible commitment, partnerships, relationships, time on the road, budget, leadership, creative marketing and messaging, and most important, amazing wine experiences. The exciting thing is we are living in a new generation, Gen Z and millennials, who see us differently than we saw wine. They taste differently, they buy differently. And technology and digital marketing and databases are our allies. The market has shifted, and this is very exciting. And we've learned a few new tricks as well from COVID, including virtual tastings. And they've worked well. So I just encourage us all to just keep exporting, keep pushing forward. You have a dynamic, smart thinking team at the foundation, led by Sam and Valerie. So please give them your support, work together, and support each other for the common cause. I'll just say New York wines rule, and they will continue to grow, I know for sure. So just to say, in closing, it's been a privilege representing you all here in Canada. There are lifetime memories and lifetime friendships that I will fondly remember and continue to savor. And all I can say is how lucky I am, and it has been an amazing journey. Thank you for the recognition. It is indeed an honor to receive the Jim Finkle Industry Award, and I'd like to dedicate the $2,000 bursary that goes with the award to a very worthy cause, and to continue the legacy of Monty Stamp, and to donate these funds to the Monty Stamp Educational Scholarship Fund. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Have a great conference then.
Thank you, Robert, and congratulations again. It's been a pleasure to work alongside you, and looking forward to seeing you again in person in Toronto and celebrating you in person with a glass of New York State wine in Canada. So everyone, please stay on. The program continues, and congratulations again, Robert.
Thank you. Bye.